How we doing, guys? It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. I just decided to make another video, just to sort of update yous with how I've been getting on, what I've been up to, and just an update really. And I'm gonna be making a lot more videos. I'm gonna get back into it. I think the last video was 4 or 5 months away. It might even be longer than that. But let me just turn off the engine right here. But basically, in summary, basically what's happened is that I've been in a sort of vicious cycle, and this cycle involves streak, relapse, streak, relapse. It's been frustrating to say the least. Basically, it's been, basically how it's been going is that I'd be going for a long streak. I think the longest streak I've managed since the last time I was making videos, I think the longest I've managed is probably 30 days plus. I haven't really been able to get a streak similar to the one that I had the last time I was making videos. It's just been, long streak, and then once I relapse, it's a sort of cycle of 1 or 2 days and then relapsing again. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get back into a long streak after relapse, and I think it's because of the chaser effect, where when you've done it once, you've got a really strong urge to do it again. And it was really easy to say to myself, after the relapse, okay, well, I'll just get back in the swing of things. But it really isn't that simple. It's extremely tough. It takes a lot of willpower, and it's yeah. The reason that I'm making this video is because I'm hopefully back on it now. I'm actually not sure what day I'm on, but I think today is week 1. Today is day 7, and I'm feeling really good about this one. Said before, it's quoted before disaster, but no, I'm feeling good. Let me just put this down here. I'm feeling good. It's I'm feeling a lot of energy, especially in these last couple of days. I've really felt the energy and really felt the build up of not doing it. Haven't really had urges. I'm that focused. Sometimes it takes something like this for you to get back in the swing of things. This is often at the start of my other long streaks. It's been sort of similar to this, where ultra motivated, not even letting any urges get in. There'd be the other streaks that I've had previously. I've been like 3 days in, but super strong urges, and I'm really thinking about it, relapsing and all that. But this one is different. This one, I can almost guarantee this will be a long streak, or hopefully my last. This will be my last streak. Now, the last time I made videos, I think I started making videos, I was on day 40. I was already pretty deep into it, and so I had already really sort of experienced all the benefits. At that point, it was just sort of the benefits getting even deeper. It was the sort of the evolution of the benefits at that point. Like I couldn't really comment on how I was at the start, because the start was 30 to 35 days prior, so it's not as if I have a great memory of it. But like I said, I'm on day 7, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about how it's been and how the process has been day by day for me. Now, of course, you know, this is just what's happening. This is just how it's been for me. You know, I'm sure that this process is different for everybody, but there does seem to be some overlap, and you know, it's pretty similar for everybody. So just gonna go through how it's been. So day 0, I was feeling like absolute shite. Excuse my French, but yeah, I was feeling like crap. I was extremely frustrated. I made the decision at that time that this was, you know, I'm doing this. I actually laid out plans for I'm not even gonna touch my dick. I'm not even gonna consider it. I set up a counter for every single time that I touch my dick that isn't, you know, taking a piss, having sex, or you know, cleaning it, or all of that. I actually started a counter for every single time I touched it, and it wasn't one of those things. And that counter would be, I would need to do push-ups. So let's say I touched it 5 times. The counter would read 5, so I would add that to 10, because for me 5 push-ups would be quite easy. So add that to 10, so then it becomes 15 push-ups. 15 push-ups a bit more difficult. So you know, I'm giving myself a motivation not to touch myself. And just the psychological effects of that is pretty powerful. So I definitely recommend trying something like that, something to motivate you not to do it. I also should add is that after you've relapsed, you don't really want to be watching NoFap videos. You know, at least in my personal opinion, after I was relapsing, I wanted to have a clear mind. I wanted to not think about it, you know, just sort of not feel anything. But the more I've gone through it, the more I've learned that your best course of action after you've relapsed is probably to watch a NoFap video. Get something to get you motivated. It feels, you know, if it feels like you don't want to watch something like that, because then it will sort of remind you of the fact that you relapsed and about how you're supposed to be deeper into it and not, you know, it's, yeah, what am I trying to say? But what you'll find is that if you watch a NoFap video, it will actually charge you up and get you motivated. It's easy and you think you want to not think about something just to make it easier, but you really do need to kick up the butt when it comes to getting back on it. So just how the days have been going. So day 0, felt like crap, but I was motivated to get back into it. Day 1, didn't really feel anything, and this is my streaks sort of follow this formula that I've experienced. So day 1, don't really feel anything. Day 2, you know, you're starting to feel something. Your anxiety is down a little bit. Your confidence is up a little bit. But you're not rolling yet. Day 3, you really start to feel something. You feel your anxiety is down a considerable amount. Your confidence is up, you know, a considerable amount. And I think I would personally say that day 3 is the make or break day. On these, like, you know, mini streaks, I've found that if I can get past day 3, then it's gonna be a long streak. If I've relapsed, it's always been on day 1, 2, or 3. But if I get past day 3, I'm pretty much good. I'm on my way to a long streak. So, you know, that's if you get past day, in my personal opinion and in my experience, you get past day 3, you're doing good, and you should be fine for a good while. Day 4, yeah, you're feeling it now. You're feeling good. It sounds crazy, but you're arguably a new guy by day 4. you're a new person. And that's one of the beautiful things about NoFap. I'll probably make a video about this at some point. NoFap is really rewarding. I mean, you've been destroying your brain with years of porn, and you've been watching porn and destroying your brain for years, but it only takes a couple days of NoFap for you to feel completely different. I mean, it's really good. I mean, I'm not sure how it is with other addictions, if abstaining has, you know, affected that early, but by day 3 you're really starting to feel it. So day 4, yeah, you're feeling good, feeling confident, feeling quite happy actually, and that sort of sets the tone for the next couple of days. 5 and 6, you know, you're feeling good, and I can report that it gets a little bit tougher. The next stage isn't as good. I would say day 7, in my personal experience, day 7 is when you start to feel maybe the effects of flatline. Just for me, I've heard people have flatlines. People can have flatlines at day 90, but I found myself having flatlines pretty early on. I'm already starting to feel it today. I've been feeling tired today. I would say this, I've still got my sort of sexual energy, but I've found that once you're in the flat line, you're gonna start feeling really tired. You're gonna start not having as much sexual, like not being, you know, as horny. Which I suppose is a good thing, for not relapsing. But if you've got a partner, or if if just having sex in general, you're not gonna be, you know, that much into it. But the flat line is a huge sign that your brain is healing. So like I said, I'm on day 7, so I reckon that'll be what I'm gonna be going through next. The flat line. Your confidence and social anxiety stays good. You don't feel, in the first couple of days, you actually start to feel almost, I wouldn't say euphoria, but you do feel strong happiness. And that, during the flatline, that doesn't really, you know, it's still there, but it's not as strong. I would say, in my personal experience, day 40, 50, 60 is when you start to really, you know, you become your true self. You're really happy, tons of sexual energy, tons of normal energy. You're boosted and ready for the day. I should have added as well, just remembered now, within, I would say, day 2, your sleeping improves dramatically. I'm going to make a video about this because I think this is the most underrated NoFap benefit out there. You go from needing 10 hours of sleep to feel even close to rested, and sometimes even that's not enough, to sleeping 6 hours and below and waking up ready to go. Like, you don't wake up tired, you wake up ready to go. And this is within day 2. I'd really like to know how the science behind it and how it works, but that's what I found, is that within day 2, you sleep like a baby and you wake up full of energy. Flatline can sort of affect that. I felt that today actually. I woke up and I actually slept in a little bit, and I woke up tired, and I've been tired most of the day. But once that levels out, you know, I'll be rolling. That's everything I wanted to talk about. Hopefully, you know, I'm at the start of another beautiful journey, and this will be the last journey that I'm on, and I'll be updating you along the way. And hopefully, if at least one person sees this, you know, it'll motivate them to get started, because this is the best thing that I've done. It makes you a different person. It makes life worth living, to be honest. Speak to you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.